Welcome, I'll be reacting to Star Trek The Animated Series, Season 1, Episode 5. This is not a market substitute. Support the original on Paramount+. Engage.
The Enterprise has been assigned to escort 2 robot grain ships to Sherman's planet, which has
Grain
been struck
ships,
by
here we
crop failures
go.
and famine.
Is
I'm so
necessary to
excited.
the survival of the colonists.
We are breaking course to Sherman's planet to investigate what appears to be a Klingon battle cruiser pursuing
Oh,
some
Klingons
kind of
too!
smaller ship.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
But the Klingons have a new weapon, type so far unknown.
The Tribbles.
Captain, it is a Klingon ship.
There is a Star Trek game where you have model ships and you have to measure between them. It's called Star Trek Attack Wing. One of the powers that you have is to beam Tribbles from one ship to another to attack it, and it is the best thing ever in an otherwise very boring game. Did they get the pilot out?
Scotty, have you got that pilot yet?
I don't know, sir. That Klingon tactical. That blast decalibrated the integration parameters.
Captain,
We have been hit by a kind of projected stasis field. Our matter-antimatter generators are disabled. We are paralyzed. The photon torpedoes will not respond either. The
Oh,
stasis
great.
field
Can you
disables
shoot them
all
manually?
higher order-
We could always throw rocks.
Nice one, Uhura.
Ah, Captain Kirk.
Oh, old school Klingons.
Release my ship.
I'm afraid, Captain Kirk, you'll find your phasers no longer work. Nor any of your weapons.
Uhura's like, let's start getting those rocks. She's awesome.
Have you got him?
I have the feeling it's gonna be someone we know. Like, Mud or something. Those are Tribbles.
Think.
It appears to be.
I don't want to think about it.
Is that Cyrano? I think it is.
Cyrano
Yeah.
Jones.
And he's got tribbles with him.
Of course he does.
Tribbles!
Pink Tribbles, no less. Oh, this is great.
These are safe tribbles.
There's no such thing as a safe tribble.
Thank
A
you,
safe
Bones.
tribble would
I
be
was
a
just thinking
contradiction
that.
in terms.
That's why these
It's so
tribbles are
cute.
safe. They don't reproduce. This is a tribble predator. It's called a glomma.
Oh, what?
They did mention ecological sabotage.
Me, a saboteur? Ridiculous.
Captain Koloth was pretty emphatic.
It was such a little thing. I can't understand
Cyrano,
at
what did you
all
do?
why they got upset.
Jim, Cyrano Jones is right. These tribbles don't reproduce. They just get fat.
So they're more like the original Tribbles before that science officer was playing around with them and ruined that species.
One of the most important scientific discoveries of our time!
It makes sense. I mean, they're basically resetting them back.
The practical advantages of such a weapon would seem to be limited.
Perhaps. But there are logical applications. The key
One-on-one
question
ship
is
battles.
how-
Are they just gonna leave the ship here? Should you really be leaving Tribbles with a bunch of grain in the corridors? This is making me nervous.
They were not veering off. They were attacking the grain ship.
But they didn't destroy it. They only wrecked the propulsion units.
Oh no! The Tribbles are gonna eat all the grain and then they're gonna get huge or something. Yeah, here we go.
Jones, is this the ecological sabotage the Klingons are so mad about?
Captain, the Klingons are coming back.
Speak of the devil.
That's a lot of Klingons.
Our instruments report nothing except some undue transport. Tribbles?
Tribbles.
Kirk, we must have the glomma.
Aw.
Say you didn't get this one, Bones.
Oh, yes, I did.
But it has...
Of course.
Someday I'll
Oh.
learn. Aye, Captain. But you've got to admit, if we've got to have tribbles, it's best if all our tribbles are little ones.
I just love the Trouble with Tribbles episode. and even more so, the Deep Space Nine go back in time to integrate into that storyline episode, where we got to see Dax and the rest of the crew in the old school uniforms. Probably one of my top Deep Space Nine episodes. I remember as a kid really wishing that I had a little pet Tribble, because they're just so cute. Maybe someday I'll make one, because it doesn't look too hard. I like that these ones were pink though. They really reminded me of Pygmy Puffs in Harry Potter. The little fluffy pink things. Ginny had one that rode around on her shoulder, and they were created by the Weasley twins. Knowing that Mr. Weasley was obsessed with Muggle things, I bet he knew about Tribbles, and I'm wondering if maybe Fred and George were inspired by them. That's my headcanon anyway. That Mr. Weasley was a secret TOS fan. I mean, what is the function of a rubber duck? This was such a fun callback. I absolutely loved it. This just made my day. I think out of all the TAS episodes, this is gonna be the one that I come back and probably rewatch the most, at least so far. You probably saw I got a little bit overexcited when I saw Tribbles. You know what I want now though? Remember that little dog that had like the little horn on it that Spock was holding? I want whatever that creature was to show up in TAS and be animated. Don't tell me, but that's my secret wish now. What were this called? Let me look that up. Alpha 177 K9. The Enemy Within, that's the episode. This is the dog. Is that not adorable? I'm sorry, I really want this dog to be on TAS now. Has anyone done a little Halloween dog costume to match this? Because that would be super cute. I can't be the only one who's obsessed with this dog, right? Added to my little cute creatures movie wish with Gizmo and Fizzgig, Baby Groot, this dog. TAS continues to be absolutely amazing. Another great episode. I've loved all of them so far. And I hope we get some more callbacks like this, because I love deepening the lore on Star Trek, especially with things that I really enjoy like Tribbles.